the station where our veterans' voices are heard, MBR Talk.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. Welcome, Quack.
Program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
The web at mbradio.com.
Welcome to Beyond the Headlines with hosts MJ, H-Train, and Terry. Each week we put today's news into perspective. Join us on Facebook, X, YouTube, Roku, and Amazon Fire TV, or anywhere you get your podcast. MBR, giving veterans a voice.
Hi, and welcome to Beyond the Headlines, and I'm Terry. MJ is a little under the weather today, and H-Train is coming. He is a little delayed in traffic, so you got me this evening. I wanted to kind of talk to you tonight about Wreaths Across America. I'm not sure what you know about Wreaths Across America, but here's the short story and how you can impact veterans, both past and present. And so Wreaths Across America is an organization that puts wreaths out on headstones of service members at Christmas time. And several organizations partner with Wreaths Across America to sell the wreaths, and then Wreaths Across America then donates some money back to the organization that's helping. So a lot of VFWs, a lot of American Legions, and a lot of other veteran-centric organizations, they help with that. And we're one of those organizations. So MBR has partnered with Wreaths Across America. And you can purchase a wreath from our donation page or our purchasing page on Wreaths Across America /MBR. And you can purchase a wreath to honor somebody that's living, a living veteran that you're placing a wreath in their name, or you can just place a wreath. It doesn't have to be for a specific person, or you can actually honor a specific person at a specific cemetery. Right now, if you just default, it goes to Arlington National, but you can donate a wreath in memoriam or in honor of someone. So if someone's having a birthday or for Christmas gifts and things like that, and you want to give something very meaningful, you can elect to put a person's name you're trying to honor on this purchase of this wreath, and then it'll go over to be placed on a headstone of a service member in Arlington National or wherever you elect. But Wreaths Across America, though, if you're not familiar with how it works, Wreaths Across America has a radio programming just like we do, and they have a lot of different veteran hosts on it. So that wreath donation program, it helps that platform of allowing those veterans to have a voice, and then the money that goes back helps another veteran service platform, which is us. So not only are you donating to Wreaths Across America, which is helping veterans, and not only are you honoring veterans by having a wreath placed in your name or in somebody's name on the headstone, but money is also going back to veteran programming. So this station is all about veteran programming and about helping veterans find community and find a place that feels like the community they left when they left the service. So on this platform, we try to help people learn to podcast as a way of rehabilitation, as a way of engaging back with the community. We also have gaming that we're trying to start up, and then adaptive animation for those that can't maybe type it out, they can speak out the animation. So I'm going to play the Wreaths Across America spot so you can kind of really hear about the mission set and how and why we got involved, because we find it's a great mission and it really fits our mission, which is giving veterans a voice, which is honoring veterans service, which is giving veterans community. So I'm going to play the ad real quick so you can check it out, and then hopefully you can also buy a wreath. If you up in the corner of the box that I'm in, you'll see a QR code with a duck head in the middle, and that's our Wreaths Across America QR code. So you can just scan that with your phone and get right to our site, but I'll play the ad just so you can hear a little bit more about what Wreaths does and what MBR does.
At Military Broadcast Radio, the goal is to offer a platform for mental health advocacy while connecting the military community through various media platforms. Founded by U.S. Army veteran Joel Hunt, MBR gives a voice to veterans, first responders, and their families through streaming radio, podcasts, video, and outreach events. With its leadership run completely by veterans and hosts of the diverse programming from all branches of service, MBR was created as a response to the silent battles veterans face after service. Military Broadcast Radio is also a Wreaths Across America partner, hosting a $5 back sponsorship group page. For every Veterans Wreath sponsored through the Military Broadcast Radio page, MBR receives $5 back to help support their platforms and outreach. Veteran and first responder stories need to be told and shared. And with your support, MBR can continue to bring together veteran nonprofits, mental health organizations, and government agencies to bridge the gap between veterans and vital resources. To find out more and donate, visit wreathacrossamerica.org/MBR.
And that's a little bit about what we do and what Reese does. So we really are trying to reach our goal, and our goal was 50 Reese, and we're about 25 away from our goal. So if you'll help us get to 50, we'll be super grateful and super excited to reach our goal. This is our first time partnering with Reese Across America, and I venture to say it won't be the last. And I think my cohort in talk has just arrived in the studio.
Woo, boy, I tell you what, that traffic's killer.
Yes,
How
5
is
o'clock
everybody?
traffic is no fun.
Oh my gosh. Hey, you know what? I tell you, we'll probably play it during like the break, but you know, I just got back from Greeley, and you know, it's astonishing what I learned. Let me fix the camera thing here. I gotta have my ducks showing, you know. I gotta have my ducks showing. That's the thing. Like, it's not important.
There you
for my-
go.
it's not important for my face to show, but like, you gotta, you know, you gotta see the spinner and everything with the duck, you know. No, so me and Mohawk, you know, and if people don't realize, Mohawk, he's a part of MBR. He's the one that just bring down the house at the VA National Art Show. Not one medal, not two, but like 6 medals. He's going to national.
That's
It's
awesome.
it's kind of a big deal, you know.
Kind
And
of a big deal, for
but
sure.
kind of a big deal.
and I tell you, we had the opportunity to go on to Pirate Radio 93.5, I believe it is, in Greeley. And we got to talk about, you know, the pro wrestling. We got tickets.
Woohoo!
It's kind of cool, you know. It has our logo and everything on it.
It's
Pro
very
wrestling, you know. And it's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a fun time. August sounds like you need a Jeep to show off those decks. I'm telling you. You know what? Maybe one of these days, maybe my host will get together and buy me a Jeep for my birthday. Anyways,
Well, we can find you a Matchbox for sure.
but you know, it was inspiring because I took him up there not to talk about MBR, which they wanted to talk about MBR, but I took him up there because I wanted people to see what MBR was doing. You know, I wanted them to see how we was empowering veterans. And I think that's the key aspect. We're not just a radio station or a TV station. Like, we're changing a lot of lives. Every veteran that has came into our area, like, it's changed them, you know. Yeah, he'd been in some trouble, been in jail time, you know, all that stuff. And I don't know how much he wants me to go involved, but you know, just throwing it out there. When somebody goes to jail or whatever, it doesn't necessarily mean that they were in a bad predicament. Sometimes it means that, you know, they They just didn't have the right lawyer or, set up for stuff. And right now he's rehabilitated. Right now he's changing his life. Right now he's getting his life back. And that's exactly what he's doing. And he's a part of MBR. And the biggest thing about MBR is he's a part of a community that cares. And when you're in a community that cares, when you have people surrounding you that care for you, it makes a big difference. And boy, is he shining. He is shining. He was talking about how he's doing this wood burning stuff. And like, I don't know if you know who Todd Helton is, but he was talking about how Todd Helton, he's a Rockies retired baseball player.
Okay.
He sent him a message. He's doing, wood burning there. And, he's doing stuff for MBR as well, getting involved with the sports team and stuff like that. And MBR is giving him a second chance. You guys can call us the Misfits if you guys want. You guys can call us the Loners. I will be transparent and let you know that one thing for certain. I was that kid at the lunch table that ate chow by himself, during basketball season, but I had a bunch of friends during football season. And sometimes that's just the way it works, But yeah, it was really inspiring. I got to empower a veteran today on the radio, and we're working with Battleground Pro Wrestling. It's going to be an excellent event. They wanted me to talk about MBR, and I'm like, you know what? Instead of me talking about MBR, how about I talk about Battleground Pro Wrestling? You come to the event and meet our veterans.
Yeah.
Learn and learn from them and get to know us, because you ain't gonna support us until you're affected by us, and it's really important. Now, this Wreaths Across America thing, I'm so glad that we're a part of it. I just wish that I would have got on board with it a long, long time ago instead of here at the last corner. But, MBR, not only are we doing the Wreaths Across America, fundraiser, and I think we're doing pretty damn good,
Yeah,
we're not
for our first try.
yeah, we're not finished or anything. We need somebody. We need a sugar daddy. Okay. So if you're a sugar daddy or a sugar mommy out there, and you can match my 5 reefs that I bought the other day, you'll pretty much, put us through the get-go. All right. But we're also doing the Christmas baskets for this Christmas for the Valor House. MBR, our hosts, are doing a lot of stuff in the community.
Yeah, we're busy.
I like the fact that we're doing more stuff community work wise rather than fundraising. That's what I like. Fundraising is great, money's great, but it's not what we're here for. We're here to empower, and I think we're doing great. And I tell you what, Trace, that interview that you did, I forget his name, but the interview that you did Saturday, that's fanatic, and I'm gonna point out also another host that we have on this network that did, I believe it was Saturday as well. She did a remote.
Yeah.
Eva with Pain to Purpose.
Yep. Good job.
I mean, this is what I love. I love veterans getting out there in the community, helping other veterans, helping other people. And, you could tell that she's building her confidence because her remote was amazing. You could hear it, you could see it, somebody learned from it, so if Eva's listening, I just want to say I'm really proud of you, because you've came a long way from the first time that you came here to now, and that's what I measure your progression. So Eva, really proud of you. Congratulations on that. And then Rue, holy snikes, Rue, this is a girl that does shows every other weekend. And I always told her, hey, people are listening to you. You're making an impact. She thought that I was blowing smoke up her ass. We got an email. She sent the email. Now she's on fire for it. I love it. Now 3 Saturdays in a row. Holy crap! Look,
nice.
If I come up missing on a trail that you bike ride or you run, you know that I got kidnapped. Because I'm not going to be there for very long. But yeah, I'm just really proud of our host, and I'm really proud of you as well as Tracer. And I don't know if a lot of people know this, but me and Tracer, every single night, we're meeting at like 9:40 at night. We're not getting to bed until like 1 a.m. because we're working so hard on MBR. So whenever you get doing your birthday fundraisers or anything like that, we're not going to press you. But, it'd be nice knowing and for you to know that we are a very small nonprofit, and me and Tracer put close to 95 hours a week into MBR, and we're helping a lot of veterans. So, but I'm glad that you got your first your monologue. You didn't have me or MJ step on you, so that's a plus.
Well, I really wanted to talk about wreaths because I think it's really important. That platform supports veterans. This platform supports veterans, and those wreaths honor veterans. So either way, it's helping a veteran.
Oh yeah, and you spend $17. This is the thing, people. Okay, you spend $17, and we guarantee you that we're gonna get a picture of the gravestone for your soldier, and we're going to have somebody do like a salute or military honor, and we're going to get that done for you. You don't have to worry about it. You pay $17, and I've had a few people that said, well, it says it's not available in area. Look, just buy the wreath, send us the receipt or whatever, and tell us the name of the veteran and like the cemetery send us the thing or whatever. What do you call it? The marker, and we'll take care of it.
Yep. Well, we'll definitely do our best. We will definitely, there's usually an organization within most communities where there's veterans that are buried, and they all partner with either a VFW or a American Legion to distribute those wreaths. So one way or the other, we will get that figured out for you. But just know that if you're buying one and you don't have anybody specific to honor, you'll be honoring someone that somebody didn't already buy a wreath for. They will go to a veteran that's deserving, a veteran that's passed that deserves to be honored for Christmas. So, either way you go, it's going to be placed on a veteran's grave, and it's going to be honoring someone. So just know that.
Yes, for sure. And I got to do better.
Alrighty then.
I got to do a better job with this soundboard. It's not fun unless I'm using the soundboard. But I guess it's that time to go on break. And when we come back from break, what do you got for us? I'm going to let you have the first story of the day.
Well, I'm not going to tell you.
Oh,
it's going to be a surprise.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, you are once again listening to Beyond the Headlines here on the station that's letting veterans be heard. You're listening to MBR.
And we'll hear Die Tired, Open Hearts Club.
Hell yeah!
Hold on, things are dizzy, spinning rapidly. To miss another beat is such a tragedy. Now this moment feels like all eternity. It should feel so comfortable. Back memories, things seem crazy. Reflection now. A peace of mind should not include deception's help. It should feel so comfortable. All eyes staring to the scene, leaving bad taste in our memories. How can we all find change? It's all in the secrets of the open hearts. Honestly.
The station where our veterans' voices are heard. MBR Talk.
Hey, thanks for supporting our channel by watching and listening.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
And we're back. I didn't know you were such a good DJ. I heard you the other night. You went live and you were playing all kinds of music. It was pretty cool.
Did you like that?
It was cool to see you in your element. You definitely were in your element.
Hey, I tell you what, I had a lot of fun, but you know, YouTube and them, they didn't like me very much. I was so good that they blocked me. I'm like, why are you gonna block me? You know? Look, it's okay if you block me if I get people, but I didn't have it. It's almost like being canceled without being asked to be canceled. Like they didn't even give me a chance. Don't block me. It's not like anybody's listening.
You had a few listeners. I was listening.
Oh yeah, I had to. I think I had more listeners on TikTok, but I think they were laughing at me. They weren't really laughing with me, but that's okay, you know.
You were having fun. That's right. You were having fun. That's what matters.
Oh hell yeah, I was having fun. But I need to learn how to scratch.
Can we even do that anymore, or do you just need to do sound effects? Because most people don't play vinyl anymore.
No. So scratching, DJ Blade does it. He does it every month. What is it? Every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday. He does it, and it's like a little thing or whatever. And you put little sound effects, and while you're playing music, you know, you listen to keywords, and you have to understand the music. Like you have to really listen and know like the words of it, you know.
Yeah.
And then when you hear that specific word, you know, advance ahead of time. Okay, I need to hit the scratch. Oh, lady, you know, pop that pussy a little bit just like this. You know, lick my back. You know, it's a song. It's a song, people. It's
explicit song is what it is. Explicit song.
It's explicit. Well, you know, you never know. They might be talking about a cat.
Like a PG-13.
They might be talking about a cat.
Jeepers. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And here we go.
Yeah, here we go. So a lot of stuff is happening in the headlines, and since you kind of like talked about the reason, the only thing I'm going to say is, people, when you go on Facebook or TikTok or any of these other social media platforms, two things I check for. Number one, like, how many followers do these people have? That's the number one. Okay. If they have anything less than like, I don't know, like anything less than 300,000 or 250,000, take whatever they say at a grain of salt, because there's a lot of misinformation. I mean, hell, they have AI videos right now of Mr. Rogers doing wrestling events with WWE against Tupac Shakur. Okay, like, you just you gotta think, you gotta be weary. All right, that's the number one thing. Number two, if it's not a verified source, like if it doesn't have a blue check mark, especially on TikTok, because TikTok, you can't buy a blue verified like you can on Facebook. You can't buy one on TikTok. If it has a blue verified, then maybe, okay, maybe I'll listen to it. But so the Super Bowl halftime show, they have reported it, I think it was either Friday or Saturday, that Turning Point was going to create an alternative Super Bowl show for the Super Bowl, which, honestly, I think that's a great idea. I really do, because there's too many people that bitch as it is, that no matter who is performing, everybody's not going to be happy. There's certain people that just like country genre. There's certain people that like pop genre, and there's certain people that like rock genre. That's just how it is. You're not going to change that. All right. I don't particularly like country. Tracer, on the other hand, she loves country. All right. I do not. All right. I like rock.
So do I.
I like hip hop.
I like alternative rock.
Well, the hip hop that I was playing the other night, I don't think Tracer liked it too much. She didn't like it too much.
All right.
Okay, all right. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because on social media they're talking about like who's headlining and stuff like that. Look, people, nobody makes any deals on weekends. All right, so nobody knows who's headlining. There's accusations, there's ideas, there's different things that everybody's like throwing out. Now, I heard Creed was doing it, but that's not confirmed yet. And one of the reasons why it's not confirmed yet is, what do you have to do to have a stage, have a Super Bowl halftime show? You have to rent the equipment, right? Until they rent the equipment and they pay for it, or whoever pays for it, it's not going to happen. So I've heard Lee Greenwood. I've heard all these different names. Don't believe it. Just wait. Because I guarantee you, just like, unfortunately, Diane Keaton died yesterday. When Diane Keaton died, it was all over the news. That's how it's going to be, people. You're not gonna find these breaking news from these little news implements that have less than 230,000 followers, or from somebody that has a blue checkpoint. Okay, even when we break news, we get our news stuff from TMZ. Okay, that's just how it is. And there's too many people like dramatizing. They're dramatizing and they're making people upset. Everybody, when you get the information, don't be like CNN. When you get information, wait. Just hold on, wait, a second. Don't dramatize it. Sooner or later we're gonna find out. I think we'll find out who's doing the Turning Point Super Bowl halftime show. Confirmed, verified. I think we'll find out by Friday. But remember, things happen. Hell, the lawyers won't even look at the paperwork, and that's the first thing that happens when you do a contract or anything, is the lawyers get involved. they're not even going to check that shit until Wednesday or Thursday. So take a chill pill, relax, enjoy life. Don't get super upset. And spinning that also, today's the 13th. All right. Yeah, we have a government shutdown. All right. Let's not freak the heck out over troops not getting paid until the 15th. Okay. Let's wait till the 15th. Then we can freak out. Then we have permission to freak out. Okay. Let's not freak out. But I do want to tell you that I'm going to put him on blast. The senator, I think his name is Roger Wick. Okay. Look, Senator, I'm not gonna throw you under. Well, I'm gonna throw you under the bus, but I'm gonna honk the horn here a little bit and tell you that we have a kind of a small platform here. It's not like TMZ or anything, but I guarantee you, when we start calling you out and we start talking about how you was co-partnering and you was pushing this Richard Starr Act, and then when you had the chance to knock it out this last week and you chose not to, and one of the decisions that you chose not to is because veteran, double dipping. Let me tell you that you need to watch the way your words are, because the veteran community will come down on you like rain, no other. And that's not a threat. That's a promise. Okay. You need to sign these papers. You need to do whatever you need to do to get these papers signed. Okay. Don't say that you support veterans when you do things like that. I mean, he basically got everything ready and then said, oh, no, we're not ready yet. Okay. No, that's not the right answer. All right. I did 3 combat tours. I went to the U.S. Paralympics, and I really don't talk a whole lot about it. Everybody usually talks about more than I do. I've created a platform for radio and network. Please do not be that person that MBR makes famous because of something that you promised that you would do, and then you changed your mind because of whatever political reason. Do not use my veterans as a political pawn. That's all I'm going to say. I'm pleading with you. The Richard Starr Act. Make it happen.
It needs to happen.
Yeah. Please. I'm pleading with you. I'm being nice. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be derogatory, but Senator, for the love of God, please make this happen. I've got brothers and sisters that are dying.
Yeah.
Please make this happen. Those are the 2 things that I've got. And I swear to God, I silenced my phone. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Well, it really wants your attention. That's what it is.
I'm telling you. So what do you have for us, Trace?
Well, I think we need to go on another break.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
too much.
It's about that time. No, what you were talking about needs to be said, and that senator, whoever's holding up that Richard Starr Act, he knows he's wrong, and the rest of the committee should be getting that out there because they should have approved that a long time ago. It shouldn't be taking this long.
Yeah.
So yeah, they need to do that. So let's go and let's play "Fall Forever, Die Tired."
Woo!
Here we go.
Woo!
Complicates and shakes you, consumes all that makes you deep inside your bones. In a moment, choose the things you want and remember who you are and who you want to
The station where our veterans' voices are heard. MBR Talk.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
And we're back.
You got me on that one. I didn't even get to do the rejoiner. I need to make those commercials a little bit longer. What can I say?
You can play some music if you want to. It's fine.
I don't know why, but I just love that beat.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Shout out to Man Talk 133. That's on every Friday at about, I think there's 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
Fantastic show. Please check them out. Go listen to the show. I need to find out who created that song, because it's just feel like I'm watching Law and Order or something,
Well, put it into AI and then have them tell you.
Ooh,
They can listen and they can tell you what it is.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So what do you got for us, Trace?
Oh, well, I just kind of want to talk about MBR. So you're already doing it, which is what I really I want to continue. So we do have a lot of great shows on the platform. We have a lot of sports shows. Tony, who's on our listening in on the comments tonight, he's really great. He's got a lot of good predictions, and he tries really hard to encourage my Dolphins, but they're not doing so well. But at least he tries. He tries to be kind, when it comes to the Dolphins and their record. Yeah, he tries. And then we have Bourbon and Ball, who does fantasy baseball. And then we've got Till the Final Whistle that talks about sports, and they do a real good job running everything down.
And we have Z that's listening today, and he just needs to get on the ball and get that gaming thing going, because he does an amazing job when he gets a chance. But he's our gamer for MBR, but he does an amazing job. So big shout out to him. I love him being here, and just so you know, Z, I really do. I really appreciate you being here. Because you bring some great objective, views, things for people to think about, and that's what we're all about here. He's killing it.
And, we've got Turnbuckles and Stogies that are doing a real fantastic job running down wrestling. And they're former wrestlers themselves, so they know the business and they know what they're talking about. And they're very interesting to listen to. So you might give them a listen. They're on Sundays in the morning. We also have Love Letters from God, who gives us a word 3 times a week, isn't it? Because Sundays and Wednesdays.
Just Sundays and Wednesdays. Yeah. I love Lee to death. He's such an amazing veteran. He gives, and he listens, he's like the grandpa that I had, I maybe I shouldn't say that. He'll get mad at me. You're showing me you're at my age. Don't be doing that, but no, he's amazing.
Yeah, he's really great. And we have Dog Tag Diva, who will be back hopefully with us at the start of the year, but she has a really, really good
talked
show.
to her today.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Well, what's up with Diva?
Oh, she can't wait to come back. She's enjoying the whole football season, and when the NFL football season is done, she'll be back. And she's working on some great interviews, and then her co-host Laura, she's gonna be back. I told Laura that I missed her shows, and she's like, "Well, I miss talking," and I'm like, "Hey, that's the best thing. That's the best thing." So, right now, live active, we probably have about 21 shows. But then after NFL football season is done, we've got 45 shows. We have a couple of shows that haven't started that they're going to be started. We have Signature and Soldiers. He's going to be starting his show very, very soon. I guess it's baseball season right now.
And we're in football season.
Well, I know we're in football. I don't follow sports, not really. I know we're in football season, but I was just trying to think of. I was just trying to give him an excuse why he hasn't started yet. So that's probably a bad excuse. But he'll be here. He'll be doing baseball, and he'll be talking to some of these baseball players that sign these cards. And when they sign these cards, he gives them to troops that are deserving, that have the greatest honor. And I'll throw it out there: if you're a troop and you need a computer and you want to be a part of NBR, we'll help you. We'll set you up. Tech for Troops, it's a great organization. Right then, let them know that NBR sent you, and I promise that you'll get a computer within 6 months. They do refurbished computers, and the best thing about it is, if you buy a computer, what's the number one thing that you worry about when you buy a computer? Oh, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
That they don't know what they're doing.
Exactly. And when we're like that, we're worried about like a warranty or something like that. It comes with a warranty. So you're gonna get a computer less than $600 with a warranty, and they're going to help you and troubleshoot and help you set that up. So it's honestly a no-brainer. If you're going to buy one, go support a nonprofit that supports troops.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. I think that's a great solution for getting a computer and getting yourself up and running. We also have Murph Man on Saturdays, and we have Into the Weeds. We have some really great programming, and Amber's been doing a lot on the platform. She's been doing some remotes. She's been doing a really good job, running down missing children and just getting cold cases reopened to find maybe the killer or maybe find the person, depending upon what the case is about. But I mean, she's been doing a really fantastic job with that.
Yeah, she's our celebrity within the celebrity.
There you go.
She does an amazing job. She's working on some coming up partnerships with other companies about doing some documentaries and stuff. I'm telling you, like we said today on the show with Mohawk, right now we feel like NBR is pretty big, but we have a lot of things in the fire that are glowing. We haven't got it out. We haven't branded it yet, but we have a lot of things going. NBR is going to be big, and NBR is going to be that nonprofit that is known for empowering all veterans, because that's what our mission is. Yeah. It's to empower all veterans. So, but yeah, I'm just real happy with the shows, and the nice thing about it is we get to see your progression. Like, I remember seeing your first show.
It was bad.
Racer.
It was
your
bad.
show, yeah. Did it in a hotel,
I did on Wi-Fi.
She got it on. She got it going, You got to start to finish.
Definitely. I mean, you learn, you live and you learn when it comes to this, and you learn what equipment you need and what works and what doesn't. So, it's a learning process. Every time you go live, you're always tweaking something or finding something you need to know or you didn't know you needed to know when you go live. And so when you go remote too, you're like, okay, I forgot this piece, or I forgot that equipment, or I should have done this, or I should have done that. So it's all lessons learned. And, Eva was kind of giving us her lessons learned. So it helps all of us when we hear some of the challenges, maybe, the live went through, and my live did too. But there might have been some things we could have tweaked and done a little bit better. And so all of our lessons learned kind of help all of us grow and, expand on our abilities to do these types of things. But we don't want to forget MJ and her show, the world of conscious, positive thinking.
Drinks.
I know it's hard for me to say that fast. I have to really slow down because I'll mess it up every time. It's a mouthful. So 2CAP is the acronym that works really well, and I can say that. So she is on Mondays at 9 a.m. Eastern, I believe is her time slot, and she's got a 2-hour time slot. So catch her show too. It's very empowering and very enlightening. So check her out. And we have the IO Life, and then we have Healthy and Redeemed. Those are really great podcasts. And we have Oscar Mike on Thursday nights. And, Travis is a old pro and he teaches us all new tricks all the
15th
time.
in the world. Hello, recognize.
But
Definitely.
kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal. Yes, absolutely. So we've got a lot of great shows, and we've got Freedom Chat on Sundays as well.
Yeah, speaking of Freedom Chat, this last Saturday, I guess he told everybody, and I just forgot about it. He had to go bury his father-in-law this last weekend.
Oh wow!
And Mark, if you're listening, we just wanted to give you our thoughts and our prayers, and that's it's not very easy to do that. And the reason why I say that is remember, like when you have a significant other, it's really important to realize that when people lose their mother, father, when people lose their children, it changes them.
Yeah.
So don't be upset. Be patient with people. Okay. I guarantee you that there's not one person in this world that wakes up and thinks, how can I screw up or how can I mess up somebody else's life? Nobody does that. Whenever something like that happens, it means that they're going through something. Be patient. You can be mad because like I was telling somebody and I was telling you the other day, whenever you have a friend and they're looking at you, they're angry, they're upset, depressed, or anything like that, sometimes they don't realize that you're that way because they don't look at you in the same light as you look at them. We want to believe that everybody follows us on Instagram or on Facebook and they keep a close watch, kind of like Ellen or Oprah. But that's just not how it is because everybody is surviving. And that's what we need to realize. Everybody's surviving. So be patient with everybody.
Yeah, I mean, when you come across somebody that's in a bad mood, there's usually a reason, and if you just choose to be mad at that person, it's only going to make it worse. So give that person a little grace and just understand they're probably dealing with something that you don't want to even have to think about. You don't want to be in their shoes. So just give them a little bit of a grace and kind of just do what you can to diffuse if you can.
Yeah.
Because you'll go a long way. Just even saying something nice to them, even complimenting them on something. If there's something that they got some nice clothes on, or they got a nice backpack or something, you just making a comment about something can just change their day. Just
Right.
that one little comment can change somebody's day. Because somebody may not ever get a compliment or a kind compliment.
Yeah, and that's a lot. A lot of people don't realize this, but it's sad. But just remember, normally 90% of men, the first flowers that they receive are when they die.
Yeah,
just remember that.
Yeah, that should change.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. Do you want to take another quick break, or you want to finish out?
I'd say we power through, but I want to tell you the next show that's coming up on after us.
Oh yes, don't forget that one.
It's
Speed Ahead.
Full Speed Ahead. He does an amazing job.
He sure does.
Check that out.
And he's a Texan.
Yeah, He texts people all about the Stars. Hey, I told Tracer a joke. Let's see how many Cowboy fans I can piss off. So here's a word on the street, Tracer, that there's a reason why the Star is on the Dallas Cowboys helmet. Can you guess why the Dallas Cowboys chose a star for their helmet?
Because we're rock stars?
No, because of your rating.
That's terrible.
You complete me.
All right, so but I just wanted to reiterate, when I guess we could play a commercial. Let's play the pro wrestling commercial, the cartoon. Do you have that one cited?
I don't know if that's in this studio.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it may not be in the studio. It
Uh-oh.
isn't. Uh-oh. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
you wanna hear it. It's good. It's really
All
good.
right. Well, you keep talking, and I will. I'll find it real quick.
Okay. So, all those shows on our platform, all these veterans have worked really hard to get their shows, really up to a level that they're comfortable with, and they've grown so much. And then the guests they have on are so amazing. All the veteran guests and just other guests that support veteran or businesses that support veterans or first responders. We're so blessed to have so many people want to come on our platform. We have so many artists. We have so many authors. Oh, are you do you have it?
I was going to let you finish. I
No,
have
go
seen
ahead.
it down.
No, I'm just really excited about, who all we've had on so far and who all we're still scheduled to have on, yet this year. We've just had so many really, awesome people that it's just, it's overwhelming, I think, at sometimes.
And I love it that we must be somewhat popular because we're constantly getting emails about people wanting to be on the guest. But what I learned the other day is be careful who you respond to until after you listen to their music. More details on that next. We're gonna go on this real quick commercial break. You're listening to Beyond the Headlines right here on the station. Letting your messages be heard. MBR.
This Halloween, wrestling collides with purpose at Onslaught. Night of Live Pro Wrestling. A high-energy event uniting fans, families, and veterans for an unforgettable night of adrenaline, tradition, and giving back. Tradition, honor, mayhem.
All right, and we are back. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't normally do this. I normally don't do this because we normally don't have the capabilities, but we have the capabilities today. After I turn the phone lines on, the capabilities is if you're in Denver, Colorado, you're key in on this. These tickets are usually $40. Okay. And if you call in from now until the top of the hour, I'm going to give you 3 free tickets. Well, I'm going to pay for them. All right. I'm going to give you 3 tickets. It is October 25th, 2025 to Onslaught Battleground Pro Wrestling. And most of the proceeds are going to go to MBR. And come and meet with us and the veterans. The doors will be opening at 5 p.m. and it will be 6 p.m. And it is at the Greeley Rec Center here in Greeley, Colorado. So Saturday, October 25th. Don't miss it.
So we need to give them a phone number.
Yes, we do. Good call. 720-619-0627.
But you have to be in Denver because you have to be able to get there too.
Yes, you got to be here in Denver. And if you call, I will make Tracer karaoke sing to you. Okay.
Oh no, nobody wants that.
Oh, have you ever had a guy sing to you before, Tracer?
Yes, he was on my show actually.
Okay, all right. I have never had a girl sing to me before. That would be kind of like a big bucket list. I mean, think about that. All right. So if somebody wins a ticket, plus they get Tracer to sing to them, I mean, that's just a highlight, because Tracer's a really good singer.
No, she's not. You'd have to do this, like plug your ears. Like, no, like don't stand close to mirrors or windows because they could shatter. It's a possibility.
Oh man.
I shower sing just fine and I car sing just fine, but when not in those environments, I don't sing just fine.
You know what? You never lived until you sing in the shower. I stress that to anybody and everything. Even if you sing like, like a bad, chihuahua. Even if you sound like that, make sure that you at least one time sing in the shower, because it's amazing, because you get different echoes.
It's got good acoustics.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Awesome acoustics.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we only have like a minute or two left because there's the show coming on, so we're not going to be able to stay on. So if you're going to call, you better call quick. Otherwise you lost your chance.
Yeah. Do it. Suck it now.
We might have another opportunity maybe coming up to give some away too on another show or another broadcast that we're on. So stay tuned. If you don't get them tonight, stay tuned for one of our
Who
other.
do you have on Tuesday, Trace?
I have Shane Santelli on Tuesday. He's a Marine veteran who is an artist, and he empowers other veterans. He's been interviewed on a couple different news magazines. He's going to be very interesting, so I can't wait to talk to him.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you next Monday, and hopefully MJ will be with us. So whatever you do, remember, like we always say here, we're here for you,
not for us.
Giving
our veterans a voice.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, we want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your stories and experiences matter, and we are committed to giving you a platform to share them. That's right. We're here to give our veterans a voice. So don't forget to catch the podcast and stay connected with us. Giving our veterans a voice.